Last name by adoption.
Period. And that's an orphan.
You know?
That counts.
I was 23 last year, so I guess, you know, my favorite basketball player is Kobe because I'm 24 now. So, fuck what y'all talking about, bro. Nah, it's Nico Jordan, bro. What's good? I'm excited to be here on the Rec Room. It's gonna be a good time. Appreciate y'all having me, man. Let's get fucking lit in this bitch. Let's turn Arizona upside fucking down.
Headband era. Yeah. Get it.
Headband era. No.
Upside down, inside out. We're about to do this whole thing just sitting on the couch.
Tell me about yourself, bro. Who are you?
Who am I? I am the man that's sleeping under your bed when you're sleeping. I'm that one. I'm that clawing sound that you hear.
Well,
I'm the boogeyman.
I'm the man who's sleeping under your bed when you're sleeping. No shit, bro. I would assume that's
sleeping at the same time.
This is the biggest blessing. We got lemonade.
Wait, no way.
No, I'm not gonna make it.
I feel like we're about to have a lightsaber fight.
Like I got one, you got one, like bang bang.
That would hit. I would love that. Thank
If you go on, then I will too. I just didn't.
This live performance about to go fucking crazy. Y'all about to hear it first here on the Rec Room, bro.
This shit is so gas.
That's it, especially the Rec Room.
Shout out to the Rec Room. We in this bitch.
Come on, man, we at the Rec Room.
What's good, Rec Room? My name is Nico Jordan. Thank you for having me. It's gonna be a good time. I'm gonna open this bitch up with a song called Same Thing, and I hope you fuck with it. Rolling up, trying to stay paid. Am I cold enough? Fucking with a lame, now my dough is up. Stay in my lane, looking back, think it's crazy how they say the same thing. I ain't bold enough. Little bitch talking, now her dough is up. Such a damn shame, thought I had a real one, cause she had the same thing. Thought I had a real one, cause she had the same thing. Now it's champagne on a plane, talking to my dogs, this shit ain't gonna be the same. Made it through the storm, now lately we make it rain. Crazy late nights, we thinking about all the pain. Went from sleeping in dirt to sitting on wooden frames. My dogs, we tied a knot and swore that we never change. Crazy for a minute, was suspicious to the gang. Pushing whips and breaking limits, made our way into the game. Now niggas wanna act like, talking hella crazy like I didn't get my bag right. Invested in myself, independent to a fast life. Soaked in all the game, shit was heavy but it's packed tight. Bitches on the blade but they never seem to act right. Admittedly a past life. My teacher back in high school told me I could get my track right. Started writing lyrics day by day to get my tracks tight. And sleeping by a bridge late at night so I could pass time. Rolling up, trying to stay paid. Am I cold enough? Fucking with a lame, now my dough is up. Stay in my lane, looking back, think it's crazy how they say the same thing. I ain't bold enough. Little bitch talking, now her dough is up. Such a damn shame, thought I had a real one, cause she had the same thing. Thought I had a real one, cause she had the same thing. If you know what I want, it's you. Please don't leave me so confused. Never thought that I could figure it out. Came a long way from sits on the couch with my second mom and dad. Never thought that I could make my way out without a second or a moment of doubt. But as of lately I've been in the matrix, doing shows crazy how we made the renovations. Trying to kick it with the gang, you need a reservation. Every day is a holiday, we don't do destinations. Anywhere my people go, it's like we on vacation. Went from taking hella trips on public transportation, now it's first class in these seats and I've been doing legless. And don't mind what I was saying, little bitch, cause I was faded. Rolling up, trying to stay paid. Am I cold enough? Fucking with a lame, now my dough is up. Stay in my lane, looking back, think it's crazy how they say the same thing. I ain't bold enough. Little bitch talking, now her dough is up. Such a damn shame, thought I had a real one. Thought she had the same thing, thought I had a real one, cause she had the same thing. Rec Room, man, thank you so much, man. What the fuck's going on with y'all, man? Sheesh. Whew, man. Can finally fucking take these off, brother. Take these fucking things off of me. Yes, sir, bro. Yes, sir. Sheesh.
Thank you so much.
No worries, brother.
That was great. That was really great, man. I can't wait.
Wait, we're not. Well, You recording?
Like we knew you were gonna go hard. But
I just cut in between.
Oh, okay.
So that way you knew right where the end is, and it's got everything in it.
No worries, you can just keep on going, man.
Yeah, I got it going. I got it
How you
going.
feel about that one?
Honestly, bro, I don't be spitting bars like that, like too crazy. You know, I haven't really been classified as like a singer or a rapper, but one day I was like, you know what, like listening to like some old Drake shit, and I was like, dude, I want to do some shit like this. So I like that one, man. I like it a lot. I think it resonates with people and tells a cool story. So, you know, I'm rocking with that for sure.
Oh yeah.
How you doing, brother?
Pretty good, and you?
I'm good, man. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
I'm glad to actually have you on, man. Coming all the way from Tucson.
Man, Tucson, small ass city, bro. So, you know, I'm just glad to, you know, represent where I'm from and, you know, be in Arizona, you know, get this place on the fucking map, bro, because what the fuck is going on out here?
Definitely, I feel you on that. And you got to show some love and support.
10,000, bro, 10,000. So, first topic, man, that I wanted to bring up initially is like the Rec Room as a podcast, man, as the platform that you guys are, man. What made you guys want to have me on this show? You know, I really appreciate the invitation. But yeah, man, what are you guys about, brother? I just, you know, sit down and talk the shit with y'all for sure. So what's good?
Well, honestly, man, we've obviously established a group chat, and we want to work more with out of town people per se. I know you guys are not, you know, out of state, but we want to see more of what Tucson has to offer.
Hell yeah, brother. I appreciate that. Thank you. Glad. Am I the first artist from Tucson on this podcast?
Besides Bouski? Yes.
Besides Bouski.
Is there...
Kat.
Oh.
Behind the camera, we got the lovely Kat, but she'll be on here hopefully sooner or later.
Yeah, definitely.
A little commercial in the works, maybe.
We got a little sneak peek.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah.
So, first of all, man, welcome to Glendale. I'm not sure if you know where you're at.
Thank you, brother.
Glendale. I've been to Tucson a couple times.
Once.
I've been there a couple times.
No, I mean, I'm talking about me once.
Once.
Yeah.
There's actually a hood tour out right now by Valley Club. I'm not sure if y'all were able to catch that. It's actually in Tucson, east side of Tucson. Yep. Shout out to Deuce 9.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, it was pretty dope. Check it out, Valley Club Records. Yeah, man, we're the Rec Room. I'm OG Manny B.
What's good, G?
Co-host of
Richie.
this.
My dog. What's good, bro?
Nice to meet you.
This is the Rec Room, man. Welcome.
Thank you for having me, brother. Thank you.
Yes, of course.
Yes, man. And we had a great, lovely performance from you just right now, and we have a little sneak peek at the end too as well.
Hell yeah, bro. I'm excited. Some shit no one's ever heard before, so y'all better tune the fuck in.
Y'all heard it
this
here.
shit's gonna take over the fucking planet. You feel me?
All right, so starting first, where are you from, obviously?
So, you know, I rep Tucson to the death of me. I'm from Arizona. Let's see, a little background about myself. I was kind of like a music brat growing up. I wasn't in like orchestra or anything like that. But I have a music family. My dad owns a bar in Tucson actually that does live music like every day of the week.
Well, that's what's up.
So growing up, I was always over there, man, just like seeing all the fucking like legendary bands that are coming out of Arizona. Like there's been quite a few, man. It's mainly reggae at that bar, but we get all different genres over there. And so, you know, growing up, I didn't know that music was going to be something that I was leaning towards. But as I started getting older and shit, I was like, I don't know what the fuck I want to do with my life. It could be, you know, I could be the simple person and go the college route, which there's nothing against that. Doesn't make someone like, you know, any more or less than me. It's just that wasn't for me, you feel? I've always been somebody who had like big ambitions and big dreams, but I've always been like an underdog in a way. So I was determined by any means necessary, you know, to find something and like run with it 100%. And music just happened to be that.
Nice. And how long did you go to school for? Like, did you go for engineering?
Well, I did go to an engineering program, man. This was afterwards. So I graduated high school in 2017. And there wasn't a lot of people. I mean, there's a couple people in my hometown that were doing shit. You know, there's a scene for sure. I guess I can't say that there was no one, but it wasn't like on the sound or like the frequencies that we're on right now. So I wasn't too interested or keen on it. But like, this is around the time of like, you know, like Suicide Boys were coming up and getting big. Little Peep was getting really big. You know, starting to get his traction. X, you know, I'm a huge X supporter.
Have you ever went to like their performances when they were out there?
I've seen Suicide Boys live, man. I never got to see X, unfortunately.
Not even Peep, unfortunately, was the last time out there.
Actually, that's crazy you say that, bro, because I wasn't really like tuned into Peep's music like for that long, you feel? So like the first time I heard him, I was like, it's okay, like, you know, this is dope. And then I started like researching his shit on my own, and I was like, yo, this dude's fucking sick as fuck, and he's about to be in town in Tucson, bro. I think I'd only been a fan of his for like 6 months at this point. And my homie and I were like, let's go to the show, because he was a really big fan. And we get there, and like we were running a little late, and we get there, bro, everybody's out front like fucking crying. Everybody's out front freaking.
Oh, they found out?
Yeah, bro, they had already found out, bro. There was like police lights there and shit. You know, there was people from his collective that were like his homies that were like out front of the bus, like fucking
and shit and all that.
Yeah, like Bexy.
Yeah.
That he was
chop that shit.
Yeah, no, he was out there, bro, like crying and shit. And I felt so fucking bad. I was like, what's going on here, bro? Did like something bad happen? They're like, yeah, he passed away, bro. I was like, what the fuck? Appreciate you. Mm-hmm. But it was just such an odd moment for me, bro, because like this is like someone I was aspiring to, like, you know, not be like, because like, you know, he's obviously Lil Peep, he's his own person, but you know, I wanted to be somebody in that sort of sound, that sort of range of, you know, personnel, and it was just mind blowing, bro. I could not believe it. So, you know, take it for what it is, but you know, I respect him and his artwork, and you know, he influences me for sure. So I hope in some way, me being there for that unfortunate time, like, you know, hopefully I could be the forefront that kind of keeps his, you know, sound alive and his vision.
Oh yeah, I feel that, man, for sure, definitely. And R.I.P. for him, the man's as well.
Yeah, sure, R.I.P. the dude. But aside from him, who else do you get like your inspiration from? Like, is there like a mix or?
Yeah, bro. So I wouldn't say that I like necessarily like get my inspiration from hip hop. Growing up, I listened to a lot of rock music. My favorite rock band's Tool. You know, they're like some older band. They're really fucking good though.
Oh, yeah, they're
and
fucking sick.
My favorite vocalist of all time is Lane Staley of Alice in Chains. I don't know if you're familiar with them.
Yeah, Alice in Chains.
Man, and let me tell you, bro. Like growing up, you know, as a mixed child, I live with my mom, and she's white, and you know, she wasn't really keen to hip hop or anything. She listened to it like Tupac and Biggie and that kind of stuff, but what she was bumping in the car was like alternative rock music.
Yeah, that's how my mom was.
Metal, bro, like all types of different shit. And I didn't get influenced by hip hop on my own until like high school, when I was kicking it with the homies and shit. And they just started putting me on like mad artists, and this is around this time that like SoundCloud starting to come up and get all big. And dude, I was like, fuck, like these dudes sound cool. It doesn't even sound like hip hop in a way, you know, like the traditional boom bap or like the lyrically inspirational, like the gangster music, like, because I personally didn't think I could fall into that category, because I'm none of those things, you know. I'm just Nico Jordan. And so seeing that scene like develop and blossom, I was like, yo, there might be room in there one day for me. So
that's what's up, dude. I feel that. And as an artist yourself, how is it do you like to freestyle or do you like to write?
Hey, man, we were just talking about this in the car, huh, Bouski?
Yes, we were.
No, man. I think there's definitely a beautiful art in freestyling and a set of creativity that you can get there that you can't get from songwriting. You know, there's nothing like being in the moment. You ever have a moment like in your life where you're just like present and you feel like you're there and you're like, damn, that shit means so much to me, and it's like a memory you never forget. Sort of the same thing with music, I feel like. And freestyling definitely gives you that capability where songwriting, I mean, it can, but not as, you know, frequent. So I prefer the songwriting route personally, just because like I like to be in the moment, but I like to be in control of everything too. And I feel like when I freestyle, I just be saying some shit and I'm like, nah, that wasn't what I was going for. So that's how I rock with that.
I feel it. So it's just very nice, creative feeling. I don't know, whenever I freestyle, I don't know, I just get into it. It just depends.
Man, it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm a straight G. You know, it's not for everybody. I've tried it, bro. You know, I have like mild success with freestyling, but I end up just like going off track and just saying some ridiculous ass shit because like I can't get into it, you know, like to the point where I'm like feeling what I'm saying. I feel it more when I write it down because it's like, damn, that shit's coming out of me rather than me. I'm just speaking it out loud and not knowing what I'm trying to actually say.
Okay, yeah, I feel it. I mean, yeah, I get it. Every now and then I'll write some shit. But continuing on, where do you like to draw your styles from?
styles in terms of what, like my music or my fashion?
No, your fashion. That's what I
Oh
was
shit.
Because I see you drippy. Drippy now.
I appreciate it, G. I don't know. My brother growing up, he had a very like large closet and collection of everything, bro. So, you know, I always was inspired by what he was doing. But with that, I kind of found that I couldn't be him necessarily, you know what I mean? Like I couldn't be my brother, so I kind of just took his style and evolved it. He was a skateboarder, I'm a skateboarder. I'm really into like Rob Dyrdek's Fantasy Factory and that kind of shit. So, you know, I always like saw my favorite skaters and I would kind of like take their style and make it my own. If you know what I mean?
Yeah, because that's, I like the skater look. It was pretty dope.
And the headband or the bandana, yeah. Before y'all bitches say it, I already know this just the Tupac, so you know, I'm paying homage, but I also think it looks cool, man. It's just, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, so you from Tuck, right? Mm-hmm. How is it over there? I'm not sure if you ever heard of anything over here in Phoenix about Phoenix, but people say that there's no support and there is support. It's a little bit of both. So how is it over in Tucson? You would say?
Tucson, man, it's a big city kind of, but it's so small. I feel like everybody fucking knows everyone. So there is like a general consensus of support, I feel like, in our scene. But like to a certain degree, you know, like I can be happy for your small wins, but like as soon as someone starts like reaching milestones and shit that like, you know, they haven't seen themselves, they get quite spiteful. So I'd say there is support, but only for a certain amount of time, you know.
Who do you think's really big out there right now? That any names that you would want to drop?
Shit, of course, bro. Shouts out to ASCII, bro. Big love to ASCII. Big love to Bouski. For sure. Shouts out to one of my best fucking friends, man. His name's Chains. You know, Chains goes fucking insane.
Shout out to him.
He's not a musician, but he's just another creative that I support heavily. Dalton Voss, much love to you. Man, there's so many artists out of Tucson, bro, that are, you know, in their own lane, but they have a good caliber, like Nathan the Lotus, Sinclair, the Mass Zombie. He's dope as fuck. Man, I could go on and on, bro, but
yeah,
there's a lot, bro, that I would
for sure.
There's a lot of people I'd consider to be like
Tuck, man.
There's a lot of people I'd consider in Tuck to be on like the same caliber, bro, of like greatness, just in their own ways. So it's hard for me to pick. I support everybody. That's just me.
Yeah, nice.
Does everyone like show love over there? Like, do like everyone like shares everyone's shit, and like, does everyone like? Do you guys do the get any of the where people like, yo, comment or share on this or on this and that? Do you ever get those messages?
I do, bro. And before I even go there, there's someone else I forgot. Shout out Swank. You go crazy, dog. I fuck with you heavy.
Shout out to him.
But in terms of like, you mean like people reaching out within like the community,
yeah,
like trying to like have each other share each other's shit.
Yeah. Like, how do you feel about that?
Man, I feel like it's not a big deal personally. Like, fuck it. You know, get your shit out however you can. You know, we want support from our peers, so I don't really see it as a big deal. But other people who aren't like, you know, on that same tip might be like, this is annoying, this guy's desperate, or like he just wants views so badly. But, you know, you got to start somewhere.
Exactly. I feel it. That's what's up.
Yeah. So aside from music and fashion, what else do you like? Do you like to dip and dabble into?
You said you like skateboarding. How long were you? Do you still skate now?
I don't skate as often. Probably once every like 6 months. But I've been skateboarding, man, I used to skate. I skated for like 8 or 9 years straight. So that was like my favorite hobby outside of playing football. You know, growing up, I was a big football guy. So.
Ooh, nice. What position you played?
I played running back and corner.
Ooh,
so
nice.
I was out there. Wasn't the fastest dude, bro, but you know, I had a big heart. I wasn't gonna let no one take me down. So
yeah, it's a man. The job done.
Yeah, I have to, bro.
What school did you play for?
Huh?
What school did you play for?
I played for Cienega High School.
Cienega High School in Tucson.
And I got a preferred walk-on to the U of A, but it didn't happen. I made a bad choice and lost that chance to play, but it is what it is.
Shit happens, yeah.
I'm here now, bro. You know, doing this, and I'm happy about that.
That's what's good. You gotta do what you love.
Hell yeah, bro. Shit, it's like you did a nice ass rebound, but hey, fuck it.
Appreciate it, bro.
So how is it out there in Tuck, like with the events? Have you performed out there? Do you like performing? Have you performed?
Oh yeah, bro. I went on tour last year with Mark Battles, so
Ooh,
I've
nice.
gotten a lot of performing time under my belt. In terms of Tucson, I mean, there's some really cool venues, man, where people are trying to make it happen. Like, shouts out to all like the local venues, like Thunder Canyon's out there, Chicago bars out there. You got some other places like Solar Culture. So we have some cool areas to do it, bro. But no one really throws anything, to be honest. I don't know why. So like far and in between. I wish it was more often. I just think it's because it's such a small place and everybody knows everybody. It's like if you go to one, you have to go to them all type of shit,
Yeah. What's your favorite venue actually? Being out there.
My favorite venue that I haven't performed at, that's the Rialto, bro.
Rialto.
World famous, man. The Rialto. And I'm gonna sell that bitch out one day, regardless. So, I'll be there sooner or later. But that's my favorite venue.
Where's that at, the Rialto?
That's in downtown Tucson.
Oh.
I think that's off of Congress Street. So I was like right there. Can't miss it, man. So many great people have been through there. Some of my favorite musicians have been through there, and I'm gonna sell that bitch out just like that.
I was gonna say, is it almost like the Celebrity Theater or like the Van Buren down here?
Yeah, exactly like that.
Oh, sweet.
So, throughout your journey and throughout your, obviously you're in it for the long term, right? So throughout your journey, what is something you plan to like add on to like your skill set, or you just add on to like the industry or culture, whatever you want to describe it? Like, what's like your stamp in a way people will remember you as?
I mean, what I want to leave on like the hip hop culture with this music shit. I don't know, man. I just want to inspire people. Like, I'm not someone who had any ties to the industry in any way. I don't come from a big place where you could get exposed easily. So I guess what I want to leave, and it's like a legacy behind of like, with a certain amount of hustle, you can get anywhere. That's it. I just want to be known as a dude who just stuck to his path and got to that place, and hopefully inspire.
Nice.
I could care less about what anybody thinks of the music. So in terms of like how they feel about it, or if it like changes the sound of music forever, I could care less about that kind of shit.
That's beautiful, honestly. And I want to bring up our sponsor, which is Reese's Puffs.
Reese's Puffs.
Exactly. And so, do you like smoke often or no? Or do you?
I mean, I smoke to like a certain extent. I smoke every day, but I think I smoke within my limits.
Do you like smoke before a performance or no?
I used to, and then once the crowd started getting bigger, I got really paranoid. So I'd say like I drink mainly before I do a performance.
I feel that. You gotta have your own little vice to perform, and because I don't know, I can only imagine performing in front of a large crowd, because I've only been on stage when it was like empty and shit like that, or when it was a full crowd, and it just seems like, man, the power in that, and it just feels so amazing.
There's something about performing, bro, that just like solidified how much I love doing this. Because at first, when I first started performing, I was like, man, I'm so fucking nervous. I can't do this shit. I don't want to do this shit. But as I started doing it more and more, I started getting like a high from that shit. And it just made me want to do it even more.
And how did you get past the hump when you first started performing? That nervousness, that fear, I guess you could say.
Honestly, bro, I just had to say fuck it and do it. Just like I had to just like throw myself through it. There was nothing really specifically that kind of,
That's it. Fuck it.
There was nothing that specifically made me want to like do it anymore. I was just like, don't be a bitch, do it. And
just gotta send it.
You do like
full
a little,
send.
you do like a little countdown, like fuck it, 3, 2, 1, just run.
No, bro, I don't do that type of shit. I kind of just like imagine no one's there, and I'm like, but I'm gonna go out there and scream it as loud as I can.
And how was it touring, by the way?
Fuck, that's a good question.
Because the tour life can be
It was enlightening.
crazy.
Like, it was super enlightening, bro. You see it, like you see it on YouTube, you see it on Instagram, TikTok, you see what it's like, and you think you could live that. But you don't live it until you're actually there, and you only see like the glorified moments on social media. Bro. We were so fucking broke on tour, bro. So, bro, we were struggling our fucking asses off.
I've heard stories of people saying how it is on tour, especially like comedians.
Shouts
and
out
shit
to
like that.
my one of my best friends, my DJ collaborator, my homeboy, fucking DJ V Cursory, as some people know him as his artist.
Shout
name.
out
But
to all
me
them.
and him were on tour pretty much the entire time, aside for like a week or two, and it was like hell all throughout. Like when you get a lot of small wins on tour. Like, because you can't expect to go out and smash every stage, you know, sell your music to every single crowd. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So we didn't really look forward to, like, all the fans or anything like that. We just look forward to, like, getting to each stop, going to each city, seeing what it was like, you know, walking in with the guys who are bigger than us and, you know, kind of getting our names out there. That was, like, the wins that we actually got on tour. In terms of like the performing and all of that, like, yeah, it was cool, but you can do that here, you know, even on that scale or that size, like, it's still just performing.
And have you performed outside of Arizona?
Oh, yeah. We went to 15 states, so, you know, I saw a lot of the West Coast. It was super cool, man, and, like, just, like, the idea, like, the mentality of just, like, going from place to place, like, after the first 2 shows, I was like, damn, like, this is incredible. I think that's like where like, the best time from tour comes from is the new places you're going to see.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see different cultures, different the way people move and all that.
100%, bro. I'm used to my little Southwest borough, so seeing all these other places and seeing how they get down, I was like, this is fucking nuts.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to see this shit.
Shit, congrats, man, on some real shit, because that's the best thing you get. Sorry, we had a little Doug right there, but
No, it's all good.
How was it like struggling on the tour? Like, was it like really hard nights, man?
Bro, we slept in the car like 90% of the time. We ate probably like a meal a day, or like would share a meal type shit. And you gotta like account for factors like what if something goes wrong with your vehicle, which in my case it did. My fucking tires blew up, bro. And that was like, to find a tire in that moment and get it on my car to go to the next stop, it was like, you know, a couple $100 out of what we had for the whole tour. So, you know, struggling, it was just ass, bro. It was terrible.
Hey, man, those are the trials and tribulations, though.
Hell yeah.
Hey, but you guys made it, though.
It
made
brought
it
you
happen,
somewhere, though,
honestly,
right?
shit.
It was worth it. It was worth it at the end, if you could say.
Yeah, it was, bro. You know, I came out with not nearly the same that I put into it financially, but like the knowledge that I wouldn't have gotten otherwise, you know, came from that tour. So I'm grateful in any capacity.
Very good experience on that. And have you had actually toured how many tours have you been on? Just one?
Just the one, yeah.
Just the one? Okay. And do you plan on going on any other tours?
Yeah, man. So that was another thing. Like, it opened up a lot of opportunities to do tours with other artists who were like, you know, in the same lane. So I've been invited on several others. I just don't know which one's the right one to take next.
What other artists have you worked with, by the way?
So I mean, I work with Mark Battles, of course. Let's see, got Dadex. He's a Bay Area rapper. He's pretty good.
Shout out to them.
Shit, man. Honestly, outside of that, I've been pretty keen on working with like people within my boundaries, you know, like local artists.
And what kind of local artists you've been working with so far?
Man, I got this project coming out soon, and you know, I got a hell of a lot of people from this state on there. So I say as of recently, shouts out to HBK Swank. Me and him got a crazy ass joint in. Shouts out to Nita the Lotus. We got a joint that's out right now. It's called In the Matrix.
Ooh, okay.
My homegirl Alias, she's a singer out here, but she's incredible. She's on the project too. You know, the list goes on and on, man.
And do you have any artists that you plan on working with outside of the state on your? And you have projects, by the way, in the works?
I do, bro. I actually just finished my album. I'd call it like my
Okay.
debut album. It's not my first project I've put out, but it's like my first body of work where I feel everything has been taken into account for, you know. It was really full circle on this one. It's called The World That Never Was. I don't have a projected date for when it's going to come out, but that shit's coming this year, and it's going to... just stay tuned.
Damn.
For sure.
You heard it here.
Exactly.
You heard it here.
To be announced on the
To be
date, right?
announced, to be continued. All the good works. So before we get up out of here, bro, what's a piece of advice you can give out that you've learned throughout your career Also, and drop your tags and let them know where you can find you.
Can you repeat that question one more time?
I said, oh my bad, because I keep hearing some noise in the front. I feel like something's about to pop off right now for some reason. Oh, it's all good too. You see what I'm saying? There's babies and shit. Like, what the fuck?
Hey man, I know. So you gotta work with it.
It's all good. No, this shit was just scaring me a little bit. But anyway, no, what I was saying is, throughout your career, I'm pretty sure you've learned some, important advice that you've ran with and implemented into your life. So drop a little piece of advice that you can, and then meanwhile, at the end, just drop your tags and let people know where they can find you.
Cool, bro. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok. TikTok. I don't even like TikTok that much, but I still use it. Twitter, all at Nico X Jordan. Piece of advice, I'd say, just, man, stay true to you. Fuck what anybody has to say. Fuck what anybody thinks about you. If there's something you love, man, just do it. Don't take it so fucking seriously. Just do it for yourself, man. Go with the flow, exactly. And have fun, most importantly.
And where the people can find you, man?
Yeah, they can find me on all platforms. Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud. Just look up Nico Jordan. That's Nico. Jordan like Michael.
Yes, sir.
Before we go, there is
exactly
one more song that I want to play for y'all.
Oh.
And I hope y'all like it. This shit's called Nobody Else. It's off my new project coming out. And yeah, I hope y'all rock with it.
Yes, sir.
This song's called Nobody Else.
You'll get lost in a void that's so bright.
I love this song, man, and I hope y'all fuck with it.
We can't help but call it His Lights. Welcome to the world that never was. Enjoy your stay.
If I were to tell the truth, think I would find myself. And if it were you, would you choose to see somebody else? But we like it's cool, disapprove. We need nobody else. We need nobody else. We need nobody else. And if we're too cool to be true, we'll put it on the shelf to play all these games like we do. Thought you would fall as well. The things we'll put through to improve. We need nobody else. We need nobody else. We need nobody else. Ooh, bring it back to the fact that my life is hardly intact. Cannot make contact. I thought that you had my back. Now I gotta keep a gap. Keep a semi in the back. But everything turns to black. I cannot fall, yeah. I cannot fall. I can never turn it back. Never see my downfall, yeah. Shine when the lights are down. Shine when the night comes round. Shine when you pick me up. Shine when you kick me down. In your eyes, I guess I see such hollow lies. Picture perfect to the surface, but it's no surprise that when those diamonds shine, I can see the signs that life was nothing but a big white lie. If I were to tell the truth, think I would find myself. And if it were you, would you choose to see somebody else? But we lie, it's cool, disapprove. We need nobody else. We need nobody else. We need nobody else. And if we're too cool to be true, we'll put it on the shelf to play all these games like we do. Thought you would fall as well. The things we'll put through to improve. We need nobody else. We need nobody else. We need nobody else. And if I were to tell the truth, think I would find myself. And if it were you, would you choose to see somebody else? But we lie, it's cool, disapprove. We need nobody else. We need nobody else. We need nobody else. And if we're too cool to be true, we'll put it on the shelf to play all these games like we do. Thought you would fall as well. The things we'll put through to improve. We need nobody else. 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 We need nobody else.
Hey man, I appreciate y'all, Wrekroom. Shouts out to Arizona, man. Shouts out Tucson. Shouts out Phoenix. We all doing great shit. My album, The World That Never Was, is coming out sometime this year, man. So stay tuned. That's Nico Jordan. That's Nico. Wrekroom, thank you so much.